20 years ago, I was one of the first black women to anchor a primetime UK current affairs show. I didn't get there because I was included. I got there because I was undeniable. But I didn't stay. Not because I wasn't capable, but because the room was never built to hold me without breaking me. And I see this now with women like Nadiya Hussain, Great British Bake Off winner, national sweetheart, a hijab-wearing working-class Bangladeshi Muslim woman lifted up as the face of inclusion, representation and progress until she wasn't.
The BBC, they'll keep you till you're of no use to them. The second you don't fit the neat little box, there'll be no space for you. I don't fit that space anymore.
Because people like us are only welcome when we're digestible, quietly excellent, grateful, performing palatable versions of our difference. The moment we speak, not for ratings, but from our lived, embodied experience, the same rooms that cheered us turn on us. That's why DEI was never the point. DEI never asked why the room is so white. It never asked why success still demands assimilation. It doesn't dismantle performance, it demands it. It's cosmetic, aesthetic, strategic, diversion, so long as you don't get too loud, too honest, or refuse to contort yourself. I was there when culture was just not ready. I was told I was too intelligent for prime time, that I'd confuse the audience if I stepped off script. That to stay I needed to play a role, one that chipped away at my voice and my soul. Being the first or only is no win, it is a warning. You are not invited as you are. When you break, the system blames you, your lack of resilience, your difficulty, your failure to integrate. So many brilliant women of colour get used up, spat out and then blamed for burning out. But the truth is we were never meant to thrive. We were meant to prove something, to symbolise progress, sell the illusion of change. I want to be clear about something painful but real. The system pits black women against each other. This is not just gossip or interpersonal drama. It is a brutal, strategic scarcity culture designed to hold us back, to make us police each other, because the system never planned for us to rise together, if at all. And I've seen this up close. How brilliant women trained by scarcity end up guarding their own turf, sometimes weaponizing difference as a survival tactic. But don't mistake every conflict or public moment for that dynamic without context or fact-checking. Instead, understand this as a broader pattern of control, a system that uses policing both inside and outside the group to contain and neutralize power. Now, Nadiya Hussain's experience is a sharp example of that containment. When she said she still experiences racism daily, headlines called her controversial, as if stating a fact is provocation. She was accused of being ungrateful, of playing the race card, same old story. Be the poster girl for progress, but stay silent about the cost. Smile, bake, blend, but don't tell the truth. Because truth threatens the illusion, and illusions are profitable. That's why when she spoke out, the love turned to silence, the applause stopped, the backlash came fast. Truth isn't on the DEI agenda, compliance is. Let's be clear. DEI is the status quo's survival strategy. The police are policing the police, go figure. You can't train a system built on extraction to include those it was built to include. You can't diversify harm and call it justice. It was never about power sharing, it was about power hoarding. Companies look progressive while changing nothing. People get titles like head of inclusion with no budget or authority. Workshops replace action. Statements replace real shift. Those who speak truth get burned out or quietly pushed out. I came from an era where a car picked me up to go to work. If the tech failed, you called IT. Someone else fixed it. But now I see my peers, brilliant, seasoned and stuck. Why? because we were trained into corporate codependence. If you're not picked by the institution, it's not valid. If you go it alone and fail, you lose fallback. If you stay inside, someone else handles the risk and the mess. You get prestige without exposure, structure without stakes, but your voice grows muted. Your power leaks through cracks of compliance. We are in an era of collective learned helplessness. Years of trying for change leave many asking, what's the point? If I say too much, I'm labelled difficult. If I strike out alone, I will look cringe. That is conditioning, sweethearts, not apathy. And here's what's shifting, thank goodness. Audiences are more discerning, allergic to fake, compliant, curated. They want real, uncompromised, unbribed truth. Yet we still play out 2018 waiting for invites, nods and approval. Old power structures are bloated, slow and losing grip. The most magnetic people now, they don't wait to be picked, they go first. Messy, risky and unapologetic. This isn't about throwing everything away. It's about unhooking from waiting, from performing, from the myth that DEI rearranged power instead of managing the optics. Building your own thing means choosing alignment over applause, ownership over access, depth over decoration. If you're exhausted, you're not weak. If you're disillusioned, you are not broken. You're just done outsourcing your power to systems never designed to honour it. So here is your permission slip, not from CEOs or blue ticks, from you. To go where your full voice lives, to build what they couldn't imagine, to stop waiting and start owning. DEI didn't fail us. It was never for us. Start authoring your own damn presence, because when you do, baby, there is no system that can take it from you. Please like, subscribe and share. This is my brand new channel. If you love this content, it will signal to me to do more of this. Wonderful to meet you, and there's a few links in the description as well. Bye.